Oh man, it's time. Yo, what's going on guys, man, and welcome back to some more Modern Warfare 3. Today I'm going to be telling you and showing you how to unlock the Interstellar camo in one day.
You what?
Listen, I know one day sounds crazy, but it's possible. Let me clear up real quick. I'm not talking about one actual day. I'm talking about one day of in-game time. It's different, but still insanely quick. I'm going to be running through most of the camo challenges to let you guys know the fastest way possible to complete them, including ranking up your weapon, as most of you guys know is the majority of the camo grind.
You ain't lying.
Now, for those of you that have clicked on this video and are wondering, yo, why should we listen to this guy? This guy was one of the first people in the world to get the Interstellar camo, actually first in the UK, was also top 5 on the leaderboards whilst doing the camo grind, and last year I made the same video about the Orion camo and seemed to help a lot of people out, so we're back again this year. But listen, if anything in this video helps you out, then please be sure to drop a like on the video. And also, we're on the road to 500k, so if you are new around here, hopefully we enjoy, and if you haven't already, subscribe.
Do it!
Now, if you have a crazy bit of advice that will help someone get in these camos, or I missed something, or you have a very specific question, leave it in the comments down below, because I'm going to be reading through all of them, and they can definitely help someone. Before we do hop into a game though, I need to show you guys why this is the best time to get the Interstellar camo as fast as possible, and it's also exactly why I'm dropping the video today. I waited for this exact moment. So like I said earlier, the main part of the grind is ranking your weapons up. The weapon levels can range from about level 17 to about 30. Now, of course, you could go to zombies, get a bunch of kills, you know, abuse contracts, all that different stuff. That's fine, but we're sticking to multiplayer, and that takes a lot of weapon XP. So when I was doing the grind, there weren't any of these playlists. All you had was quick play, and the best way to do it then was filtering out the playlist so that you were only playing hardpoint and domination. Honestly, mainly hardpoint. Furthermore, the reason why ranking up your weapon as fast as possible is important is, if we take the first assault rifle for example, you notice with the base camos, all 4 base camos, you have to level your weapon up to be able to access them. So the first one, you have to get your weapon to level 2 to even do the 50 kills, and the second one, you have to get it to level 13 first before you can do the next challenge, and then level 20 for the headshots, and then the final base camo is getting it to level 30, which is the max level of this gun.
Well, duh.
The reason why ranking up your gun is so important, and honestly the main thing you should focus on, is because once you get your weapon to max level, most of the time you will have all of these challenges done naturally. So whilst you're getting all of the kills that you need to get up to level 30, most of the time, of course, you will have done the 50 kills. Of course, you will have done the 50 kills whilst ADS. Of course, you will have 15 headshots, and there might be one more that you need to focus on by the time you get it to max level. For example, with this one, you need to get 25 kills whilst in tactical stance. No one uses that. So you'll be at level 30, and without even realizing, you'll have these first 3 done, and you'll just have to get 25 tac stance kills, and then you can move on to completionist. And that is the case with pretty much every single weapon in the game. But the reason why right now is the best time to do that is because they have added playlists that allow you to get XP way faster. So when we were searching for quick play, we wanted to find the smallest maps to be able to get the most kills possible. Just so happens that in 4 hours from now, and most likely it's already live when you guys are watching this video, Rust 24/7 is active. Rust being the smallest map in the game, you can play that constantly back to back, getting as many kills as possible. But here's the big piece of information: you do not just want to click on Rust 24/7, you actually want to go to the hardcore quick play option, click filter, and then only filter in. It's terminal 24/7 right now, but only play Rust 24/7 on hardcore. And the reason for that is the one-shot kill medals that pop up actually give you more weapon XP.
How? Hold on, bro.
And you also want to play the objective as well. That all goes towards your weapon XP. So if you're getting kills whilst capturing the flag on domination, or capturing the hard point, or defending the hard point, all of that will get you way more weapon XP, with the addition of the one-shot kills that you'll be getting in hardcore, meaning you'll just optimize as much XP for your weapon as possible. And to be fair, there's also a 10v10 mosh pit playlist to where there's more people on the opposite team, meaning most likely you should be able to get more kills. So you have 2 very good options there as far as what you should play. Much better than I did anyway, I'll be honest. You guys are lucky.
That's too easy.
Look at that, we managed to find a hard point on terminal, which is a decent amount to get a bunch of kills too. Now, of course, it also helps if you have double weapon XP, and I believe as of right now, double weapon XP is actually active, not just for me, for everyone. And if it's not, hopefully you guys have your own double weapon XP tokens to use. And if you don't, if you want it in the fastest time possible, just make sure you guys play when they have double weapon XP weekends. And genuinely, it's either right now or they've just done one, and I believe they're planning on doing another one very soon, so take advantage of that. So that's ranking up your weapon, which, like I said, is the majority of the grind, because that's what is the most time consuming, and it also helps you, without realizing, complete most of the base camo challenges. And talking about the base camos, I'm not sure if there's any particular ones that actually need explaining, other than so far the snipers and a couple LMGs, I believe you need to get bullet penetration kills. It's funny that we're on terminal actually, because some of the glass, for example here, if it wasn't shattered, or up there or down there, a bunch of the glass around terminal actually counts as a bullet penetration kill if you kill someone through it. So specifically for a sniper, at least, if you can see someone through a window, shoot them, hopefully you get a one-shot kill, and that will count as a bullet penetration kill. That's not actually how I did it though. What I would do is I would sit somewhere like here. I actually did it on favela. I would sit somewhere like here, see someone down on the other side, and as I'm about to shoot, I would move behind the wall. Of course, what actually does help is having the snapshot grenade on, because that allows you to see enemies through a wall if you've hit them with it. But genuinely, the best way to do it is to stand behind a wall, see someone, move, bang, just like that. You see someone, move behind the wall, and that's how you get your bullet penetration kills. I've also heard that the game mode war is really easy for bullet penetration kills as well, because you can literally build walls in there, and also the map's extremely small. The spawns are always really close. It's just a bunch of building, a bunch of broken walls and stuff like that that you can shoot through, and you can just get them out of the way quick. But if you want to play regular modes, like I said, just shoot through glass, and I'm telling you, it really does work. You also want to make sure that you put on the ammunition for bullet penetration. Which one is it? Here we go. You want the NATO rounds or you want the armor piercing rounds? This one's probably the best one. As you guys can see, the bullet penetration is way up, so just to prevent as many hit markers through the wall as possible, you can put that on easy. LMGs don't really need explaining as much, because you can literally just spray through a wall and hope for the best, and 9 times out of 10 you will end up getting a kill. And now this is also an area where a lot of people will mess up. You'll have your favorite game mode, and what a lot of people will do is, unfortunately, they will stick to that game mode even though it isn't the most efficient for the weapon that they're using. So just to give you an example, a lot of people might love to play team deathmatch. Team deathmatch isn't the best way to rank up your weapon, so you should probably give that up, play in objective mode, play the objective, and then do it faster. You idiot. Not only that, people might be on the snipers, for example, and still be playing hardcore. No, you don't want to play hardcore if you're using the snipers. Because you've got a one-shot weapon, you want to put yourself in the best position possible. Why would you use a one-shot sniper in a game mode where everything one-shots? You just have to be smart with what you're using. If you're using shotguns, hardcore is actually the way forward, and the reason for that is the range in shotguns is actually a lot more than you would think. So you can get a lot of one-shot kills, and you can hip fire with shotguns, meaning you're getting your shot off a lot faster than other people are with their regular weapon. For example, an assault rifle, you have to aim in. But if you have a shotgun, you can just jump around a corner and shoot. And in hardcore, most of the time, if you hit them, they're dead. And of course, the shotgun shoots a whole spread. So most of the time, you're getting the kills a lot easier than you might think. Look, I'll even go through the weapons. So for assault rifles, you can do either hardcore or core. If you want the one-shot kill medals, if you're ranking up your weapon, definitely go to hardcore. But if you're struggling, you can go back to core. Battle rifles, pretty much the same thing. Same thing for SMGs too. If anything, I would go to hardcore for the SMGs because you can aim down sights a lot quicker than you can with an LMG assault rifle. So if you're quick enough, you'll get kills. Shotguns, I would be in hardcore as well. Honestly, this haymaker was a little bit tedious because the range is terrible. But again, the camos are just easy. 50 kills, hip fire kills, ADS kills, and then double kills. Like, what are we talking about? LMGs, I would stick to core because they're so slow. Marksman rifles, I would go in core as well just because they're so powerful. Genuinely, you might as well put yourself at an advantage and play core. Snipers, definitely stay in core. Do not play hardcore with these, please. And then you've got the melee weapons. Pistols, for sure. Hardcore is the way forward. Pistols are overpowered in hardcore, by the way, because your aim down sight speed is insanely quick. The quickest out of any other weapon set. And your movement is insanely quick too. So if you see someone at the same time as as they see you. If you're using a pistol, you should win because you aim down sights faster, and also they also one shot. And then you got this thing which tends to be pretty annoying, but the camo challenges aren't actually too bad, especially when you have rust. So for the first one, you need to get 25 kills with the weapon. Insanely easy, again, especially on rust. If you play hardcore rust, you'll be able to just shoot this anywhere and get a kill. Of course, first of all, you have to level it up to level 4, so that's just getting kills before then too. Another thing I will say, and I found out about this a few days ago, and I'm not actually moving on to completionist camos just yet, but just as an example, for the Priceless camo on this launcher, you need to get 25 double kills with the RGL. At the time of recording this video, this will most likely get patched, but you can do double kill weapon camo challenges in custom games. So that's for this launcher. There's other weapons with base camos that require double kills. You can do all of those in custom games right now, which is the craziest thing. All you have to do is go over to private match. Obviously, you would change the map to Rust, the smallest map in the game, and you want to put the game mode on free for all. Change the time limit and all that different stuff to the max that it can be. The start time to 5 seconds. You also would want to put it on hardcore mode, and then you just want to add bots to the game, as many as possible. And then once you get into the game, you'll do the double kills with the launcher or whatever weapon that you need to do it with, and the actual camo will pop up in game. It's the most stupid thing ever, but it works. I've never done it, but I've seen a bunch of other people do it. So if you want to do it that way, I don't know if it still works at the time of posting this video, but feel free to give it a try if you're stuck on a double kill. But now we move over to the completionist camos. So if we start with gold, of course, with other weapons, the camo challenge will be different, or some of them at least, but for this one, you have to get 3 operator kills in 1 magazine 10 times. When I was doing this, it was very buggy, and I believe it still is. I personally wouldn't actually use a magazine. You know, people like to put on the max mag and think, oh, I have more bullets, of course I'll be able to get 3 kills in that magazine. Yes, that does work, but it does bug out sometimes and not count, so I just like to keep the magazine off. You can do it in hardcore, which would also be much easier, but the main thing that you need to do is after you get 3 kills, reload and then start doing it again, because if you do not reload, you're finished. It's not counted. Make sure you reload after every 3 kill streak and you're good. There's also challenges where you have to get 2 kills without letting go of the trigger, and for that one, most definitely put on a large magazine. I believe those are typically for the LMGs. Definitely put on the biggest magazine possible on the weapon that you're using. I believe the Bruin has that challenge, and you can put on a 200 round mag. Bro, if you just shoot one person and just keep shooting, someone else is gonna show up. I don't care how long you wait. You can shoot for damn near a minute with that massive mag. Someone else will run into you. It's as simple as that. Another camo challenge that a lot of people get stuck on is the getting kills whilst an enemy is affected by your tactical, like I am right now. Concussions and flashes is definitely one way to do it. Again, I would focus on playing hardpoint because there's of course an objective where most of the enemies will be wanting to be, and most of the time it's exactly where the enemies are. So what you would do is go close to the hardpoint, throw the stun, throw the flash, whatever it is, rush it, get the kill, get out of there, and rinse and repeat. You can also change the vest that you're using to the engineer vest, and that will give you multiple tacticals. I believe it's 2 tacticals per life. That's one way of doing it. You can also use smoke, throw smokes where the hard point is, and you know, people will be on the hard point for sure. You put on a thermal scope. There's actually a really good thermal scope, but either way, any thermal scope works. Throw the smoke at the hard point, hope people get on the hard point, and just shoot them with your thermal scope. Easy tactical kills. You might even need revenge kills for some of the camos, and for those, hey man, let yourself die. And this is if you want to get these camos as fast as possible. That's what we're talking about. Let yourself die. Look, oh, never mind, I cannot die apparently. Literally let yourself die. Look who's killing me. Yo bro, yeah, there you go. Look at the name. I see BVFG. He died, unfortunately, so I can't go to the last place that he killed me. I would just continue to look at the kill feed until I see that exact person. I know where he's coming from now. Because we got a UAV, I can tell exactly where people are spawning. There he is, revenge medal done. And you literally just do that a bunch of times. Easy revenge medals. Just pay attention to the kill feed and the spawns. Most of the time, you won't actually have to pay attention to the spawns, but if you notice that in the kill feed, the person that killed you died just after killing you, then you have to pay attention to the spawns, because you you need to know where the enemies are spawning just so you can go there easily and get the kill that you need. Genuinely, that's pretty much it. I am saving one for last, which is the RGL launcher, and you guys know what camo challenge that is. It's destroying the bouncy betties and claymores. How do you get that done? Because I'm sure you guys know no one uses claymores, no one uses bouncy betties. That is the worst challenge ever. I don't know why they would ever add that, and that's what a lot of people have been getting stuck on. But other than that, genuinely, that's pretty much it. All of the gold camos and all the platinum camos and stuff like that for the regular weapons are insanely easy. There's no special crazy tips to help you guys do those. But what I would say for efficiency would be, before you get into a game, I always did this. I took pictures of the camo challenges, or you can write them down, whichever works for you. So if you're in game and find that you've actually finished all of the camo challenges for your weapon, and you know what the next camo is that you can do, you've took a picture of it, you know what the camo challenge is. If you forgot it, you can look. Just do the next one whilst you're in the same game. There's no point wasting time finishing the game using the weapon that you've already got the camos for. Just stay ahead of your camo challenges and what you need to do, so that when you do complete the mid game, you can move on to the next one mid game. No, hold up. Catch this. Oh, I actually stuck into, he caught it. Damn. Now there's this annoying thing right here. The RGL, we already spoke about it a little bit, but it's this camo, the forged camo. And it's funny because the next camo, the priceless camo, is insanely easy in comparison. All it is double kills. Like I said, you can do that in custom games, and even if not, Rust 24/7, you can get double kills. For forged, you need to destroy 25 enemy equipment. All that's counted for enemy equipment is bouncing betties and claymores. If you haven't got time and you want the fastest way of doing it, filter your quick play, take off hardpoint, you want to go to free-for-all. The reason why free-for-all is so good is because in game chat, you can continue to talk to everyone in game whilst you're playing. It's not only the in-game lobby, it's not only the kill cam or after you get killed, it's during the game. You can continue to talk during the game. So what you want to do once you get into a lobby, as you guys can see, you want to talk in game chat and ask people to throw down claymores and bouncing betties. It's literally as simple as that.
Can you guys throw down bouncing betties and claymores, please?
Literally just find a lobby where people are talking, ask in game chat. If they don't do it, they don't do it. Find another lobby. And it's funny because everyone on Twitter, most people to complete this challenge now are actually doing that, and everyone's fine with it. You know, there might be a few people that call it boosting, but that's what they get for adding such a stupid challenge. The reason why it's so difficult is because claymores and bouncing betties, you have to unlock in the armory. So first of all, a bunch of people haven't actually got them unlocked. And if they do, they don't know it, and they have to use them. No one uses them. And that's probably the only camo challenge for the most part that you can get stuck on. Priceless camos are insanely easy. A lot of the time, they're literally just double kills or, you know, different variations of double kills. So this one's double kills whilst in tac stance. Easy. So if you follow all of those steps, use what the game has given you, which is double weapon XP, which is the Rust 24/7 and or, you know, the 10v10 mosh pit. If you use those, of course, get a bunch of kills, play the objective, have your weapons ranked up as fast as possible, you can get Interstellar in 1 day's in-game time, which is, again, if you played all day, every day, probably about 3 days, 3-4 days. That's really fast. Just for reference, I got the Interstellar camo on the 13th of November. The game came out on the 10th of November. Bear in mind, I didn't have Rust 24/7. I also had to figure out these little methods that I just told you on the go. So it is more than possible, trust me. Yeah, man, I think that's about it. Hopefully that helped some of you guys out. I don't typically make videos like this, but you know, I did this last year and it's just a thing now. You know, I go for the camos as fast as I possibly can. So I think it's just right for me to show you guys how I did it afterwards too. Again, if you have any other additional tips that I didn't quite cover, feel free to leave them in the comments down below because those could help other people out too. Before I let you guys go, I want to give a huge shout out to Boohoo Man. You guys can go check out all the clothing using the link in the description. There's a bunch of fire stuff on there, and the Black Friday sales are going crazy right now. You don't want to miss out on them, so go make use of that. And yeah, man, I'll leave you guys to it. Go get Interstellar before Warzone comes out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.